Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Last lecture, we have started the new topic, that is online finalization of accounts. So, what do you mean by finalization of accounts? You have to finalize each and every account, each and every ledger, that is cash book, bank book, purchase register, sales register, whatever profit and loss statement you can say, the balance sheet you can say. Okay. So you have to check the opening entries also and closing entry also, opening balance also and closing balance also. Okay. So for this purpose, you have one account, that is audit firm you are having. The company name is Keshi Shah. The first point is you have to copy your path. Where is your account? Like where is your data is? So you have to copy your path, that is Alt C, and you have to go on the tally and you have to restore it. And you all know the how to restore is, like you have to restore the data, that is this one is Keshi and Shah company. We have already restored it, so we have to go on the select the company. This is already called, this is only one company, that is Keshi and Shah company. Okay. So in the last lecture, we have seen the profit and loss account and we have done with the incomes, that is accounting charges. We have done the changes in accounting charges. There is only was one transaction only we have done with this. First is PKP Limited. You can open this transaction and you can read the narration. So you will come to know what are the entries right or wrong. That is bill for accounting charges issue for the half year ended. That is 30th September. That means you can say that PKP Limited is your data and accounting charges is your income. So you have passed the entry, that is proper entry you have passed, but you have passed only for half month, that is till September. What about next 6 months? So that means you can see there is no next 6 months transactions are there. So that means you have to record it. So for this, you have to pass the duplication entry. This one. We have passed the duplication entry. That is 1st October to 31st March we have passed. Entry will be same, but I have passed this entry. That's why I have changed the date. Okay, that is 31st March 2018. So 1 lakh 50, 1 lakh 50. Now you can say that from PKP Limited, accounting charges has been passed 3 lakh rupees for full years. That is whole year. Okay. Next is ICA Education Limited. Same issue with this also. ICA is your customer and accounting charges is your income. And you have passed the only half year data. That means again you have to pass the duplication entry for next half. That is 1 lakh 50. So we have passed that also. That is ICA Education Private Limited, 1 lakh 50. Okay. This was accounting charges was wrongly posted in fees received. We have changed from fees received to accounting charges. Then we have changed the duplication entry for 31st March 2018. That is. Okay. So we have done with this. We have done with the audit fees also. There is no changes in audit fees. Clear everyone? Okay. So there is no changes in audit fees. Three customers are there, that is HP Trading, Neil Tree House and Shankarlal P Limited. These three is your customers. You have like done audit over there. So this audit fees is receivable from there. Okay, so we have seen this entries also. All are right the entries. Okay, so today we have to start with the dividend receipt. Next is dividend receipt. Open this. Only one transaction is there. You have received the dividend in the December month. Just open the ledger. You can see over here that is opening balance is nil. That means 2000 is received in the current year only. Opening balance is nil. You can read the ledger also. Open the transaction. Just read out this. Just read out the narration. So you will come to know whether this entry has been passed right or wrong. The narration is dividend received on shares of ITC Limited for the financial year 16-17. That means you can say that you have received ITC Limited ka shares ka dividend. That means you are having the shares also. So you have to check first that you have received or not. That means you have invested or not in the shares. So how you will come to know that you have invested or not? You will come to know whether you will see the asset side. So we'll see the asset side in the balance sheet. We'll go that side. Okay. So this is the balance sheet. You can see F1, Alt F1 for the detail. So there is an investment in the asset side. Can you see? Investment in shares of ITC Limited.
32,000.
Yes, 32,000 is there. Investment in shares. Okay, just open that transaction. This is the transaction. You can see the opening balance is nil. Current year you have invested 32,000. Just open that transaction. Just check the entry whether it's right or wrong. In the narration, they have told you that 200 shares of ITC purchase at the rate 160. That means 200 shares multiplied by 160 each, you will get 32,000 only. 16 twos are 32. That is 32,000 it will come. Okay, so entry will be over here because you have made the investment. Cash will go out. That is cash inflow outflow over here. So payment F5 में entry pass करना है. That is investment in shares of ITC Limited account debit to bank account. So entry is right only, but you have to check over there what is the date of investment. So date is 2nd of August 2017. When you have invested in shares on 2nd August 2017. That means you have invested in 2nd August, but when you have received that income, so you have to go in this side. Alt F1, that is dividend received. You have to open this. What was your date of purchase of investment? Date of investment was 2 August 2017. That means you have invested in a company that is ITC Limited on 2nd August 2017 and you have got the dividend received on 2nd December 2017. Is that okay? But narration is saying that you have received the dividend for the financial year 16-17. That means you were not having the shares also in the financial year 16-17. You have acquired the investment, you have made the investment in the year 2017 only. So from financial year 2016-17, आपको डिविडेंड कैसे मिला? You were not having the shares also. आपने होल्ड भी नहीं किया था तभी शेयर्स. That means आपको वो ईयर का डिविडेंड मिला है. मतलब यू कैन से दैट जिससे आपने खर्चा परचेस किया होगा उसने तो होल्ड किया होगा. जिससे आपने परचेस किया उसने होल्ड किया होगा तो उसका डिविडेंड आपको मिल गया. दिस डिविडेंड रिसीव ऑफ ₹2000 दैट्स नॉट योर्स. कैसे पता चला? हाउ विल कम टू नो? बिकॉज योर परचेस डेट इज 2nd August 2017 and you have received the dividend in the 2nd of December 2017. But for the financial year 16-17, you have received the dividend. You have not received the dividend of for the year 17-18 only. You have received the dividend for the year 16-17. But in the year 16-17, you were not holding this shares. So that means you can say that this dividend is not dividend for you. This is the dividend on shares only, but this dividend is not dividend for you all because I was not holding the shares in that year. So this income is not dividend. I can call. So what you will call? I got the 2000 rupees. Okay, मुझे ये 2000 रुपए मिला, लेकिन क्यों मिला? क्योंकि मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया. बट ये डिविडेंड मैं नहीं बोल सकती हूँ इसको. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे पास तभी शेयर्स ही नहीं था जब मैंने परचेस किया. ये 2017 में परचेस किया है. सो मुझे 2016-17 का डिविडेंड मुझे कैसे मिल सकता है? सो ये इनकम तो है 2000 का, बट ये मैं इसको डिविडेंड नहीं बोल सकती हूँ. ये डिविडेंड उन लोगों के लिए था जो शेयर्स होल्ड किया था उन्होंने, जिन लोगों ने लास्ट ईयर शेयर होल्ड. मैंने तो ये करंट ईयर में होल्ड किया है. करंट ईयर जिससे खरीदा है, जिससे मैंने खरीदा है उसने लास्ट ईयर तो होल्ड किया होगा, तो उसका इनकम मुझे मिल गया है. हो सकता है उसने मेरे को जल्दी बेच दिया होगा, डिविडेंड मिलने से पहले बेच दिया होगा, सो उसका डिविडेंड मुझे ही मिलेगा. सो बट यू कैन नॉट कॉल दिस डिविडेंड because it's not dividend for you. It's an investment. You have made the investment. So now you have to change the name over here. That means you have received 2000 because you have invested. This is not dividend for you. 2000 आपको क्यों मिला? क्योंकि आपने इन्वेस्ट किया. जो इन्वेस्ट करता उसको मिलता. So you have to change over here. That means it was before dividend received. That means you have to write down over here, that is bank account debit to dividend received. It was 2000 entry. This was the old entry. Now we have to rectify it by changing the name, that is investment in the shares of ITC Limited, that is 2000. I have changed the name from dividend received to investment in shares of ITC because I have received 2000, but it's not dividend for me because I have invested in the year 2017 only. So this is, I got 2000 because I have invested. That's it. This is not an investment income, dividend income. Clear hua? So you have to change this. You all are writing this? I hope so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so before it was entry is bank account debited to dividend received. Now you have to change that dividend received from, now you have to write down as investment in shares of ITC. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको कुछ change करने की जरूरत नहीं है. No need to change anything over here. Now you can see in the ledger side, that is F4 over here, you can do, that is you have to open the investment ledger. So now you can see that you have made the investment of rupees 32,000 and you got that 2,000 rupees as an investment at the income. That income is 2,000, you have received the income from investment. Now you can say the actual investment you made, that is 30,000. Clear everyone? You know how to read the ledger. You can read it, that is on 32,000, that is your current balance in the debit side. That means we have purchased that, but out of 32,000 you have received 2,000 rupees. That is, you can say that 32,000 is payment to our bank, say, and you got the 2,000 rupees in bank only. That is received. So now you can say that the investment in shares of ITC, it's आपको 30,000 रुपए में पड़ा. You have made the investment of rupees. Net amount is 30,000. Clear everyone? So now you can see, because it's not my dividend income, that means it's यहाँ से वो हट गया, PNL से वो हट गया, because it's not my dividend income. So इसका इफेक्ट कहाँ चला गया? इफेक्ट आपको इधर दिखेगा, इधर बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड में, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन शेयर्स जो हम लोग ने अभी देखा. क्लियर हुआ? Your investment was 32,000. You have received that 2,000 rupees as an income. So net investment is 30,000. So वो यहाँ से हट गया क्योंकि PNL में नहीं आएगा वो. अगर वो डिविडेंड इनकम होता, नेक्स्ट ईयर आएगा वो आपका डिविडेंड होगा, क्योंकि नाउ यू आर होल्डिंग द शेयर्स. सो इफ नेक्स्ट ईयर यू विल गेट द इनकम, सो इट विल कंसिडर एज अ PNL इनकम. क्लियर हो गया? Okay, so we have done with the credit side, that is income side, that is accounting charges we have done, audit fees we have done, and the one more was there, that is dividend received, and we have done with this also. So किसी को डाउट है इनकम साइड में कि समझ में आया आप लोगों को कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं, फाइनलाइज कैसे करते हैं? क्लियर हुआ आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Okay, so we'll go with the credit debit side, that is expenses side. Okay, we'll start with the depreciation on fixed asset. So we have to enter that depreciation on ledger account. That is on March, you have passed the entry. You have to do, that is F2 over here, and you have to change the date over here. That means you have passed only one entry over here. Okay, you have passed the together entry. That is compound entry you have passed, not simple entry. Okay, so this entry is right or wrong? Just see the narration, that is they are saying that depreciation provided for the year. अपने करंट ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन प्रोवाइड करना है. ऑन 31st March you have passed the entry, that is depreciation account debit to furniture and computer. Entry is right?
Yes.
Everyone knows the entry? What is the entry for depreciation?
Correct entry, ma'am.
Yes, okay, current entry. But you have to check what is the amount, whether amounts are wrong or right. Okay, so first you have to calculate the furniture amount. What is the depreciation rate for furniture? You must know about the percentage rate over here. What is the rate for this? Furniture rate is 10%. So you have to calculate 10% on what? The furniture amount. So just
Hmm.
go on furniture opening balance. Just go on to furniture. Just do the control enter. When you will do the control enter, now you will come to know what is the opening balance of this. So opening balance of furniture is 20,000. That means on the 1st April 2014, that means you have to calculate the depreciation as per SLM method. Okay. So opening balance is 20,000. So you have to calculate 10% on 20,000. It comes to 2,000. And
2000.
you have charged wrongly. That is 3,000 you have charged. That means you have to change the date amount over here. Amount that is 3,000 to 2,000 rupees. So you were wrong, posted the amount wrong. That is 3,000 was you have posted the amount recorded as a, but it was wrong. You have to change 3,000 to 2,000. Clear everyone?
Yes.
20,000, 10% on that. That is comes to 2,000. So you have to check on the computer also. Just same as like that only. Just go on computer, do the control enter. The opening balance is 24,000. You have to calculate 20%. 24,000 into how much percentage for computer is? So 24,000 is your opening balance. So how much percentage is there? So न्यू रेट इज 40% एंड ओल्ड रेट इज 60%. बट हम लोग जो ईयर का फाइनेंशियलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं वो ईयर में 60% था. So we'll consider as a 60% over here. Clear? So if we will consider as a 60% on 24,000, it comes to 14,400. It comes to 14,400. So you have to change this amount also. It was before 17,000 only. So this is your right entry. The entry will be right only over here. So you have to change the narration over here because you have changed the amount. So what is the calculation amount you have to shown over here? That is furniture. You have calculated 20,000 multiplied by 10%. So it comes to 2,000 rupees. And for computer, you have calculated 24,000 multiplied by 60%. So it comes to 24,000, sorry, 14,400. So computer was rightly you have posted, but for the furniture you have posted 1,000 excess. So we have rectified that amount. हम लोग ने 3,000 रिकॉर्ड किया था, वो लोग ने, हम लोग ने चेक किया और हम लोग ने उसको 2,000 रिकॉर्ड किया. सो 2,000 कैसे आया वो आपको नरेशन में बताना है. The calculation part you have to show in the narration side. That is furniture 20,000 was opening balance as per the SLM we have recorded it. Clear everyone? So we have changes done. Understood this? Okay, we'll go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके सो अगर आपने नोटिस किया होगा सो आपको यहाँ पे दिखेगा डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन फिक्स एसेट. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो इट वाज बिफोर 17,400. द ओपनिंग ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन वाज 17,400. इट रिड्यूस बाय 1,000. दैट मीन्स हम लोग ने फर्नीचर का जो 1,000 रुपीज कम किया, 3,000 जो रिकॉर्ड किया था, अभी हम लोग ने 2,000 रिकॉर्ड कर लिया. दैट मीन्स 1,000 कम किया. सो यहाँ पे भी चेंजेस हो गया वो ऑटोमेटिकली. डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन फिक्स एसेट. क्लियर? Next, we have to check that is general expenses. So there is a lots of transaction is there in the April month, May month, June month. In the whole month, you can say there is a transaction. So you have a point. You can open this transaction and just read out the narration. That is amount paid for the purchase of gift for sales stamp and revenue stamp and taxi fare in cash. You have paid that. And you have done the entry in the payment side. Whatever gifts you have received, purchased for sales team, it will consider as a staff welfare expenses. Whatever revenue and stamps charges are there, postage and stamps will be come over here. And the taxi fare you can post it in the general expenses you can do. क्लियर हुआ? दैट मीन्स यहाँ पे भी कुछ चेंजेस नहीं है, मतलब जो आपने गिफ्ट्स खरीदा है सेल्स टीम के लिए उसको आप स्टाफ वेलफेयर एक्सपेंसेस में कंसिडर कर सकते हो। रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प का जो खर्चा है वो पोस्टेज एंड स्टैम्प्स में जा सकता है, एंड द टैक्सी का जो फेयर है उसको जर्नल में डाल दिया हमने, आप जनरली में डाल सकते हो उसको। आप इसको चेंज करके ट्रैवलिंग में भी डाल सकते हो, बट ये ट्रैवलिंग नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज ट्रैवलिंग मतलब यहाँ पे अगर आपने किसी को आउट ऑफ भेजा है कुछ काम के लिए, अगर यहाँ पे अगर आपको ऐसा बोला होता कि यू हैव सेंड द एम्प्लॉय टू द फॉर द ऑडिट in the interstate, so it will consider as a traveling, but it's not a traveling, it's a normal taxi fare, so you can write down in the journal expenses also.
General.
So entry is right, so you don't need to change anything over here for the April month. You just have to go on the May month and you have to see the everything you have to check. Now just check out the date, that is 2nd May 2017, and amount paid in cash they are saying in the narration, that means entry is right. जस्ट चेक डाउन द नोट डेट वगैरह, बिकॉज मैं यहाँ पे भी पेज अप एंड डाउन करूंगी, सो उससे आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा कि कौन से मंथ का हम लोग चेक कर रहे हैं। ओके, द नेक्स्ट इज 2nd May का हम लोग का चेक करके हो गया, सो आई विल डू द ओवर हियर। ओके, विल सी द वन बाय वन ओनली, अदरवाइज किसी को डाउट आया तो प्रॉब्लम होगा, ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट हम वी हैव टू सी द जून मंथ का चेक करना है। Same amount paid as per the bill attached they are saying. Okay, so the normal entry will be right, staff journal expenses and postage and stamp journal expenses, and the one is extra, that is printing and stationery.
Stationery.
Okay, so we have done with this also. Next is amount paid in cash. सेम अगेन जुलाई मंथ का वो लोग ने आपको बोला है अमाउंट पेड इन कैश, दे आर नॉट सेइंग एनीथिंग। यहाँ पे नॉर्मली आपको बताया है कि अमाउंट पेड हम लोग ने कैश में कर दिया, दैट मीन्स इट गोज विदाउट सेइंग कि स्टाफ वेलफेयर का स्टाफ वेलफेयर में रिकॉर्ड किया होगा, पोस्टेज का स्टैम्प का वहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड किया होगा, जनरल का उसमें रिकॉर्ड किया होगा, एंड प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी का चार्जेस वो लोग ने वहाँ रिकॉर्ड किया होगा, इट गोज विदाउट सेइंग ओवर हियर। जस्ट रिमेंबर द नेम, बिकॉज हम लोग यहाँ पे ये लोग ने कोई में ये लोग ने कंपाउंड एंट्री पास किया है, सो हम लोग का एक साथ चेक करके हो जाएगा। अभी यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो इन दिस एंट्री दे हैव पास द एंट्री, दैट इज जनरल एक्सपेंसेस अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश बैंक फॉर व्हाट, बिंग परचेज अ गिफ्ट फॉर जनरल मैनेजर ऑन द ओकेजन ऑफ हिज बर्थडे। जनरल मैनेजर का बर्थडे था, ओकेजन में आप लोग ने गिफ्ट लाके दिया, सो इसको आप कंसिडर एज अ स्टाफ वेलफेयर में भी कर सकते हो। बट यहाँ पे आगे आपने सबके लिए सी, अगर आप लोग सबके लिए बर्थडे गिफ्ट लाते हो ना फॉर एवरी एम्प्लॉय, सो इट विल कंसिडर एज अ स्टाफ वेलफेयर। बट यहाँ पे आपने स्पेशल आपको बताया है कि आपने सबके लिए नहीं लाते हो, आप लोग सिर्फ जनरल मैनेजर के लिए लाते हो, तो उसको आप जनरल एक्सपेंसेस में भी डाल सकते हो। सो इट्स डिपेंड, यू कैन ट्रांसफर इन टू द सैलरी एंड बोनस, नॉट सैलरी, द what was the head, staff welfare.
Staff welfare.
Yes, so you can transfer in the staff welfare expenses also, and you can keep the same also, general expenses. Clear? So we are not changing anything, general expenses में ही रखते हैं हम लोग। Okay, so for the month of September there is a one transaction, it's a compound journal entry, so we are checking together, that is printing and stationery, staff welfare, general expenses, postage and stamp, ये चारों का एक साथ चेक हो रहा है आपका, तो आपको ये चारों को अलग से एक्सपेंसेस में जाके चेक करने की जरूरत नहीं है। अमाउंट पेड इन कैश बोला है सितंबर मंथ में, दैट मीन्स ये राइट है, कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है। नेक्स्ट अक्टूबर मंथ में आप जा सकते हो, यहाँ पे भी सेम बोला है अमाउंट पेड बाय कैश, आपको नरेशन बोला है कि आपने पेमेंट जो किया है वो कैश से किया है, दैट मीन्स ऑल एंट्री इज राइट, नो नीड टू चेंज एनीथिंग। स्टाफ वेलफेयर एक्सपेंसेस, प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी, पोस्टेज एंड स्टैम्प एंड जनरल एक्सपेंसेस, you have entry as a compound journal entry. Okay, so for the month of November, same again, amount paid in cash, same entry is there, no need to change anything. For the month of December, amount paid as per the bill attached, you are having a bill in your hand and you have passed the entry, that means it's correct only, because bill देख के आपने entry pass किया है, so bill आपके पास होगा, but in the real life you have to go with the cross check whether you have received a bill or not, the amount of bill or you have posted in the tally, whether it's correct or not, you have to check that also. Okay, the next is January month. 100 rupees. Amount paid as per the bill rupees they are saying you. Okay, matlab it's correct only. No need to change anything. February month, bill as per attached. That means correct only all the expenses over here. No need to change. And the last one is March month. Same amount paid as per the bill attached. That means we have seen for the staff welfare, printing and stationery, postage and stamp, and general expenses. All was entry was the correct. No need any requirement. There is no requirement to change anything. All entry was right only. So you can write over here, that is for the journal expenses and the printing and stationery, postage and stamp, this one, and the staff welfare. The all were the correct. No need to change anything. Clear with everyone? So we have done with the expenses side, that is depreciation on fixed asset we have done. Journal expenses we have done, because in the journal expenses they have passed the compound journal entry with a mix of postage and stamp, that is this one, postage and stamp. Printing and stationery also we have done with this, and staff welfare expenses we have done. Okay, so remaining we'll check one by one, that is LIC premium 12,000 rupees. Just check it whether it's right or wrong. Entry is correct or wrong. Tell me.
It will come drawings, na ma'am. It's personal.
Yes, yes. LIC premium of the proprietor paid by check. We have seen in the advanced journal entry topic, basic journal entry. Okay, so it's not a business in expenses, so we cannot write the LIC premium because it's a proprietor, so it will consider as a drawing, but there is a no drawing nature. So you have to create it. So just press the Alt C over here, and it will consider as a drawing. So drawing कहाँ पे जाता है? Under which group? Drawing will go under the capital account only because it's a proprietor, so it will consider as a that only. Okay, just enter, enter, enter. So we have changed LIC to the drawing account, that is 12,000, because it's a personal expenses of the proprietor. Everyone is clear?
Yes.
Okay, so changes is done. So आप लोग यहाँ पे देख सकते हो LIC का नाम हट गया रहेगा यहाँ से, because it's not a LIC. Because you have created a ledger over here under the capital account, so it will consider you as a liability side. It will show you in the liability side as a capital. Okay, so next is membership fees. We'll see the membership fees, that is 3,000 in the September month. Just change the period F2. One transaction is there, just enter that. Just read out the narration and just let me know whether it's right or wrong. You have wrote that entry na, LIC premium. Change that entry because it was before LIC to bank. So you have to change LIC to drawing. This entry is right or wrong? Everyone? See, you have paid the membership fees. That means membership fees is your expenses and bank account will decrease your balances. So membership fees account debit to bank. So entry is your right over here. But the narration is saying that membership fees paid for the period October 2017 to the September 2018. That means what are ये लोग का previous year क्या होगा? ये लोग का year क्या चल रहा है? नॉर्मली फाइनेंशियल ईयर जो स्टार्ट होता है दैट कम स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 1 अप्रैल 2017 टू 31 मार्च 2018. ये लोग का फाइनेंशियल ईयर ये क्या है, जो हम लोग जो ईयर का फाइनलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं वो ईयर का फाइनलाइजेशन का फाइनेंशियल ईयर क्या है, 1 अप्रैल 2017 टू 31 मार्च 2018. बट in the narration they have told you they have paid the for the period of October 2017 to September 2018. That means our financial year will close on 31st March 2018, but you have paid till the September 2018. That means you can say there is a prepaid of 6 months from the April,
Hmm.
because our financial year will end on March 18. मार्च 18 को हम लोग का फाइनेंशियल ईयर खत्म हो जाता है. सो अप्रैल 18 से आपको काउंट करना स्टार्ट करना है. दैट इज अप्रैल, मई और जून, जुलाई, अगस्त एंड September, because till September 18 you have paid the 5 membership fees. That means you can say that there is a 3,000 rupees for the membership fees. Now it's a half you have to do is like that is 1,500 you have to consider as a membership fees as a expenses, and the 1,500 as a prepaid membership fees you have to consider over here. Clear hua everyone? So
Yes.
over here you have to do is your membership fees is total for the whole year, that is 3,000 for the whole year. But you have to, the year is starting for that CA, that is October से September months में वो लोग का. See normally हम लोग का financial year जो है ना वो अप्रैल से मार्च है. बट हो सकता है कि जो सीए है और जिसका मेंबरशिप फीस ले रहा है वो लोग वो फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं, वो लोग अक्टूबर टू सितंबर कंसिडर कर रहे हैं. सो ये मंथ ये टाइम पे क्या होगा, मेरा 6 मंथ्स का प्रीपेड जाएगा. दैट मीन्स फॉर द 12 मंथ्स 3,000 is for 12 months. So what will be the 6 months amount? That is 1,500. So membership fees is the expenses 1,500, and next we'll consider as a prepaid membership fees, that is 1,500. Clear everyone? But if you see that prepaid membership fees, उसके नीचे अगर आप देखोगे ना करंट बैलेंस में 1,000 दिख रहा है डेबिट. अगर जैसे ही मैं 1,500 को एंटर करूंगी वो 2,500 हो गया. दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? That means
Yes.
already opening balance in the prepaid membership was rupees 1,000 and the current that is 1,500. So total in the prepaid membership phase that comes to 2,500 rupees. Clear?
Hmm.
So this entry is clear with this. Okay. So you have to enter with this. Because your membership fees was 3,000 rupees, so you have to consider as a 3,000 for 12 months. So what will be the 6 months amount? That is 1,500, and you have incurred 1,500 as a membership fees expenses, and the 1,500 you have paid in advance. That is called prepaid membership fees. So you have
Prepaid.
transferred 1,500 in prepaid membership. I have transfer in the current year 1,500. आप बोल सकते हो कि मैंने लास्ट ईयर भी कुछ ट्रांसफर किया होगा प्रीपेड में. We have transfer in the last year also, as I have transfer in the current year, that is 1,500. So last year भी मैंने कुछ तो किया होगा ना ट्रांसफर में, बिकॉज मेरा एवरी ईयर का जो ईयर है फाइनेंशियल ईयर दैट इज अक्टूबर टू सितंबर. फॉर दैट पर्पज वो लोग का जो सीए का जो हम लोग का ऑडिट फीस चल रहा है, हम लोग का जो ऑडिट फॉर्म है हम लोग जिसका फाइनलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं उसका ईयर क्या चल रहा है, दैट इज अक्टूबर टू सितंबर. मतलब ये इशू आपको एवरी ईयर होगा. You have to transfer the sum amount in membership fees and you have to consider as a prepaid in the next year. So आपको एवरी ईयर ये सब ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. तो जैसे ही मैंने करंट ईयर में 1,500 को मेंबरशिप फीस लिया और 1,500 को प्रीपेड में ट्रांसफर किया, तो आपको उसको कंसिडर करना पड़ेगा कि लास्ट ईयर भी जो आपको 1,000 दिख रहा था यहाँ पे प्रीपेड का ओपनिंग बैलेंस जो दिख रहा था 1,000 में, उसको कंसिडर करना पड़ेगा मेंबरशिप फीस, बिकॉज इट वाज लास्ट ईयर जो था वो प्रीपेड था, बट करंट ईयर तो इनकर्ड हो गया ना एक्सपेंसेस. For the purpose of last year it was your prepaid, but in the current year it's considered, या you can say that transferred in the expenses. Clear हुआ आप लोगों को ये membership fees का point? Everyone is clear with this point? So we'll
Yeah.
continue next. So we'll continue in the next lecture that. Okay.